Hi, Saturday the 25th of July 2020. I can see the mayo bottles behind me. My room is a bit of a mess. I mean, not even a bit, it's a mess. Today I got tattoos done, which was great. For like 2 days in a row I've been doing things for me. Little things. I mean, I guess tattoos aren't that little of a thing, but like something as simple as like obviously getting my hair done yesterday, which is already not looking very good because I obviously slept on it and it's no longer as like slick as it was. Obviously it's fine. Anyway, yeah, and obviously today, Saturday, I went to get a couple of tattoos. So this was a tattoo that I was meant to get, well, I had booked to get at the end of March, maybe, I want to say. I think the original date for this was the 27th of March. And then we changed it initially to like May. Because I think at the time my tattoo artist thought that it could probably work. I think we must have changed it once before. Or maybe we didn't, I don't know. But eventually, obviously, finally, tattoo studios were allowed to reopen a couple of weeks ago, I think, is when the announcement came. And yeah, I went today, rescheduled from back in March. I was very excited. I was really happy once it was announced that tattoo studios could reopen, because just the fact that it kind of was possible to get a tattoo done just before my birthday, I thought would be cool, because it's something for me, obviously, having not really left the house much at all throughout lockdown. Sorry, I'm just so obsessed with this situation, this flick. The lighting's not the best either right now, so my hair colour isn't actually this, it's showing up a little bit different to normal. Anyway, yeah, I was excited and I thought, why not, let's just do it. Let's do something for me, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I got my hair done yesterday, because I got a bit of a glimpse of what it's like to kind of do stuff now, you know, in the world of COVID. And I have to say, I felt safer in the tattoo studio today than I did at the hairdressers yesterday, the hair salon. I mean, both I think could have done a bit more. Like yesterday, I did mention in the video yesterday as well that like the hairstylists weren't wearing masks. They were wearing face shields, but it wasn't masks. But I still felt safe yesterday because I was far away from everyone, and apart from the hair people that obviously did work on my hair. And today was a tattoo artist that I had already had a tattoo from once before. I don't normally like going to the same tattoo artist, not because I'm not happy with my tattoo artist that I get tattoos from, but just because I kind of, the way I treat tattoos is like a collection, and I like art. Like, I like different sorts of art, different kinds of art by different artists, and tattoo artists are no different to normal artists. They just happen to tattoo or like do their art on skin. And so, I don't know, I like it to be varied, instead of just kind of having one tattoo artist that I'm happy with and just going to that one person. I like discovering new artists on Instagram and figuring out different styles that I like, and then maybe thinking that, oh, this idea could work better with this tattoo artist because of their style or whatever. So really, in fact, I think, sorry, I'm just thinking, I think she might be this tattoo artist. Her name is Keely Rutherford. Oh, sorry, I've gone blurry. Keely Glitters on Instagram if you want to follow her. She might be the only tattoo artist that I've gotten more than one piece by. Legit. I can't think of, sorry, my mind's gone black because I can't actually remember all my tattoos, but I'm trying to think, and I don't think I've got any other tattoos from the same artist. I could be fully wrong on this though, because like I said, my mind isn't working very well right now. Yeah, no, I don't think I have. I think I've, apart from Keely, every time I've gotten a tattoo, I've gone to a new artist. And I like that, but there was an idea that I had, a particular idea that I had, obviously back in like, I don't know when I booked this, January is probably when I actually booked it for March, that I thought would work really good with Keely's style. You know, Keely has done this tattoo of mine. Let me just show this to you. You've probably seen this in a lot of my, I mean, because it's on my arm, so it's quite visible. I got this done in November, early November of last year. And so yeah, it healed very well. I liked the style, and I had an idea for something that I thought, again, could work well with Keely's style. So I contacted her back in January saying, would you mind doing this? And she was really excited about the idea. Anyway, that's kind of why I decided to go back to her, because also I haven't really talked about it properly on my main channel yet, and I will make a video about it, but obviously a couple of my tattoos got infected back in January, and since then I've been even more careful. I've always been careful with tattoos, obviously you have to be. I don't treat this idea lightly. I don't care if I have to spend a bit more money, as long as it's safe. I don't think you should joke with tattoos. You shouldn't just kind of shop around and go to the cheapest place. I mean, tattoos are on your body forever, and also they involve a process that could legit be dangerous, so like don't just go for the cheapest option, and I never do that. And the tattoos that I got in January that got infected were by an artist that is pretty well known and very well liked, and her work is really, really good. I mean, I still think her work is fantastic from what I see on her Instagram page and stuff. And she has a lot of followers, a lot of, you know, happy clients. She was really nice when I met her. Everything seemed fine and clean, so I don't want to blame her necessarily, but unfortunately the only thing that maybe leads me to think it could be her is because, so these were tattoos that I got on my legs, and I got 2 tattoos on the same day by the same artist on both of my legs, basically one on each leg, and they both got infected. You know, if only one of them had got infected, I could easily say it was due to something I did, maybe like I probably wasn't careful, or maybe I must have, like, I don't know, my leg must have touched something that wasn't very clean accidentally, and maybe that's what caused the infection. But because both of my legs got infected, you know, it's like, I mean, it still could be something else, but like it's evidence of it basically shows that it's more likely to have been something to do with the studio or the artist, because otherwise why would both of my legs get infected? You know, like if it was something that I'd done, if I had just been not very careful, which can easily happen. I mean, even if you go to the best tattoo studios, the best artists, and do the best you can with trying to heal your tattoos, there's always still a risk of it getting infected, because at the end of the day it's a wound. You can do all you can and it could still get infected, so there's always that risk. And I know that everyone who gets tattoos hopefully knows this when they get them done, because it's like when you have to sign a thing that says I'm very aware that this could happen. But yeah, because it was both of my legs, you know, initially I was actually very sad because I thought I had done it, and I'm very, very, very careful with my tattoos. It wasn't my first tattoo. I'd had maybe like 8 or so before, and none of them had ever had any problems, so I felt like I was, you know, very confident with the way I healed my tattoos. And so I think I was low-key a bit annoyed at myself and upset, because I was like, I don't know what I've done, what could I have done? And I'm going to talk about this, like I said, I want to make a proper video about this. But another thing that was a bit off-putting was that the tattoo artist that did those 2 tattoos, when I emailed her initially, before I even went to my GP, just when I was kind of starting to worry a little bit about the healing process, because I'd noticed that it wasn't kind of doing what it's supposed to do, when I just messaged her kind of asking for advice, I was like, you know, with photos of my tattoos, being like, I don't know what's happened, do you think it might be an infection, like what's going on, have you got any advice? I wasn't at all saying like it's your fault. I was literally just asking her for help as a client. She was very defensive. Her reply back to me was pretty defensive. Like, it wasn't like a rude reply, but it was very much like, her reply made me feel like she felt guilty in a way, as in like, I don't know, I feel like if I don't know, it just wasn't a reply that I would have expected from someone who's very sure that they haven't done or caused this infection. And she tried to put the blame on me. Again, it wasn't like rude, it wasn't like, oh my god, you've done this, blah blah blah. It was a bit manipulative. She was like, oh, like, it must have, do you remember when I told you not to do this? I'm not saying you have, but maybe that's what's happened, maybe you've accidentally done that and that's why it's caused this. I would get a check though, as in like she could tell something was wrong. But I didn't like the way she replied. I think I just thought it was bad that she tried to blame me. Yeah, that just screams guilty to me. That screams someone who isn't confident that they haven't done it, because if she, I don't know, I just didn't like it. So it's really weird, because if she had been better at, like, even if it was her fault, if she'd been nicer with her reply, I would have been more willing to get another tattoo from her in the future. And it's a shame because her work is good, but anyway, I'm going to talk about all of this in another video. I'm so sorry if you guys don't care about any of this. But yeah, since then, I've been very, very careful with like who I get tattooed by. I had 2 more tattoos done since, with no problems. The first one back was scary because obviously I had been, I don't want to use the word traumatized, but like it was, like it had affected my confidence with tattoo healing a little bit, obviously having the infection. And it was scary, like the infection wasn't like, and my mom was very worried, but yeah, and thankfully nothing happened, but like it could have, something serious could have happened from it. Thankfully it didn't, but there are genuine risks of infections. Like thankfully mine healed with antibiotics and whatever my GP prescribed. Like I was taking like so many pills every day for about 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks for it to kind of get better. Anyway, so since then I've been a bit, like I said, I've been a lot more careful, and so that's why I was like, at least with this one, I've already had a tattoo from Keely, so I'm pretty confident that she uses great practices and great hygiene and everything. And by the way, going back to this tattoo artist who did the tattoos that got infected on me, it could easily be that she just made a mistake on the day. Like I'm not saying that anyone who goes to her is going to have infected tattoos. People make mistakes, human beings make mistakes. It could just be that on that day, I don't know, accidentally she might have forgotten to, I don't know, wash her hands, or maybe the tattoo bed just wasn't fully clean. You know, it could be the smallest thing. It could just be that there was like a piece of hair on the bed near my tattoo and it touched my tattoos quickly without her even realizing it. So I'm not blaming her for basically I'm not blaming her for what happened. I think it can easily happen. I'm just more annoyed at how she responded to things. Anyway, so wow, this is so long. I'm so sorry. This is gonna be a long one, I feel like. By the way, it's like nearly 2 a.m, so quite early for me. Anyway, so yeah, so I went to her and I got them done. It was lovely to see Keely again. She's really nice. She's very fast as well. She works so fast. I remember when I got this done, so I'm going to show it to you again because it's quite big when you look at this. It's like it takes up more or less like, I don't know, two-thirds of my arm, and it took less than an hour that. And I remember genuinely on the day when I got it done, I still remember being really shocked when she said it's done and finished. I was like, whoa, because I've had tattoos done by other people that are like smaller and less detailed, and they take longer. So it just like depends on how quick you are at doing your job. And today it was the same. Like I'll show you the tattoo. You can get a sneak peek, you guys who watch this second channel of mine, although it is disgusting right now, just so you know. I'm going to show you my leg. It's on my leg, but because I obviously just got it done today and I haven't washed it yet, she told me not to until tomorrow. She told me to sleep with it if possible tonight and not do anything to it until tomorrow. So right now what you're going to see is going to be really disgusting, but let's go. Yep, you can't see anything. You can see a lot of black ink, but you can see that it's quite big. A lot of black ink and probably plasma and everything. I did warn you. It's fine. The ink is just bleeding out. Nothing's wrong with that. But yeah, it's quite a big piece, and that took an hour. I would have, like, other tattoo artists probably would do that in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So she's really fast, and I appreciate that. Anyway, I got that done, which is an alien playing the piano. It's really cute. She turned out exactly how I wanted it to turn out, even better than I had it in my head. And then, so yeah, basically when I realised that tattoo studios are opened again, and I tried to rebook with Keely, or she contacted me and said, when can you come? And I was like, this is a good day for me. A couple of days later, I messaged her to say, is it possible to get another tattoo from you as well when I come to you on the 25th? It's not going to be as, like, big or as detailed. I just want a small, like, pretty basic, simple tattoo that I had always thought I'd want to get near my birthday, near my 30th birthday, but I kind of want it even more now because of all the stuff that's happened in the past few months with lockdown and everything. And she was like, yeah, of course. I was fully expecting her to be like, no, sorry, but she's so fast and she is really good and lovely and accommodating, and she was like, yeah, of course, like, just I'll do that as well. So we did the alien first, and then she did my other tattoo, which is on my other leg. I could show you that as well, actually. Could I? You're literally getting a full-on sneak peek. Let's go. This is, again, you can't see very well because of all the black right now, but it's basically a balloon with the number 29 in it, attached to a birthday present. It's really random. I literally only had the idea like a few months ago at the start of lockdown. I think I saw something that I liked, like a design that I liked, and I was like, oh my god, I could change it and make it into what I want with the 29 and like everything. And the reason is, so obviously I was born on the 29th of July. My birthday is on the 29th of July, so my birthday is never going to change, so that's why the number is absolutely fine. Like, it's not like, you know, it's got like a significant meaning. It's my birthday, not that like that's that special, and it's not like I'm going to forget my birthday or I need it there. But I'm also at the moment, currently speaking, 29 years old, turning 30 in a few days time, on the 29th. So I don't know, I thought with everything that's going on and the fact that I didn't really get to kind of do everything that I wanted in the last 6-7 months of my 20s, basically. I had so many plans. You might be able to hear my dad cough, and obviously I didn't manage to do any of them, and it's just very unlike me because I'm very much a doer. I'm always doing things. I'm always planning the next thing to do, and the next trip, the next adventure, the next challenge. It was very weird for me to kind of, I mean, I didn't struggle with it. It was just a bit weird to not be doing anything major for the last 6 months of my 20s. And I still feel a bit weird about turning 30 like this, you know, not having done too much and not being able to have like a big celebration with people. And I don't know, I just feel like it's apt to kind of, yeah, for like everything that's going on as well, or has gone on in the past few months. I feel like I just wanted it, basically. It's hard to explain. I'm really tired, but it's, yeah, it's one of those things where like whenever I look at this, I'll remember that I got the tattoo in the last few days of my 20s, when I was still 29, and it's in a really weird way signifying the fact that, I don't know, like it's okay that I didn't do everything that I wanted before my 30s, because it's just an age. Like, I've got 29 on me. I can be 29 forever. Who cares? Like, you know, I've been joking since the beginning of lockdown that because I won't get to celebrate my 30th birthday properly, I was meant to go to Disneyland Paris, I was meant to have a big party with all my friends here, that I'm gonna like just do like a double birthday next year, do my 30th and 31st birthdays together in one go. I'm just gonna pretend I'm still 29, and that's kind of like a little bit of an ode to that as well, that idea. But it's mainly just for me. Like, it's very much for me, that one. And it's also cute and a nice filler, because there was a bit of a gap on my leg that I kind of just wanted to fill because of the fact that I've got an owl tattoo and a ballerina, and sadness is behind my leg. It was just a bit annoying, that little gap for me, for a while, so I kind of wanted it to be there, and Keely managed to make it work so perfectly there in that space. And you know what, I think I'm just going to keep filling up my legs. I really do. Whether or not I get to my shins, I think it's called shins, the front of your legs, I'm not sure. I do know that I want something on my right leg, on the front of it, the shin, and I've wanted that for like 3 years. So I'm going to do that, but whether it's going to be both of them, I don't think that's going to be the case. Who knows though, things could change. I think I'm going to leave one of my legs blank when you look at me from the front, but the sides I'll probably fill up. It makes me like my legs more, you know, and I like it. I do, I really do. So that is it. That was my experience. It was a really good experience. That I was probably with Keely for about a total of 2 hours altogether. Got there at 2:30, spent about, you know, 20 minutes or so kind of saying hi, her kind of talking about where I exactly want to put the stuff, the tattoos. She had to make the alien a little bit smaller because it was too big to fit on my leg initially. And yeah, I think she started tattooing me at 3 o'clock. Got the alien done by 4 o'clock, and then started on the other one at like 10:04, finished by 4:30. I got an Uber back and forth as well, so that was fine. It was a great experience. There were only 3 people. There were 3 artists there, tattoo artists, her and 2 other tattoo artists, and 3 clients, so me and 2 other clients. The clients were wearing masks, the tattoo artists, a couple of them were wearing masks, but like all of them were definitely wearing face shields. and as soon as I got there, they were like asking me to use hand sanitizer and everything. It felt as safe as it could be, really. So hopefully it will go well. It was nice having a tattoo done again. I know it's like a very small and probably stupid thing to say if you're not someone who enjoys tattoos, but yeah, it was nice. It hurt. I forgot how much they hurt sometimes. It's not, you know, when you get like a piece that takes longer than 5-10 minutes, it will definitely hurt at some point. If people who say it doesn't hurt are lying. It's just, it doesn't constantly hurt. It depends. Parts of it hurt more, parts of it don't hurt as much. At times I was falling asleep, at times I was going like, oh my god, like I was like literally in pain. I was very happy that I had my mask, actually, because I was like, thank the Lord, at least no one can see it. I mean, there wasn't anyone there to see me anyway. Keely was working on my leg and nobody else could see me, but I was just happy that the face mask could cover my mouth, because underneath it I was just doing all sorts of like facial expressions when I was in pain. Yeah, but also it's really interesting because I got one tattoo done. Obviously the alien was on the inside of my leg, on my left leg, and the balloon, which was smaller, was on the outside of my right leg. It confirmed to me that the outside of your legs hurts more than the inside of your legs, because I remember when I got my ballerina last year as well, on the outside of my right leg, it hurt like hell. And at the time I was thinking it could just be that the tattoo artist is maybe a bit heavy-handed, or it could just be something to do with her, or maybe on that day I wasn't, you know, my pain tolerance wasn't the best. But getting a balloon right next to it confirmed that it's not anything but the fact that that area of my body at least just really hurts when it gets tattooed. I've heard shins aren't as painful though, so maybe I'll just end up covering all my legs. I need to stop talking. It's been a good day. It really has. And I just hope that the process for this, the recovery process, the healing process for both tattoos go well, because, you know, don't want to have to be dealing with another infection situation. Hopefully I shouldn't. Thank you. Bye.